forget to connect these. Well, this is how much rubber I got. But look at how many computers I got out of this. Come on. There we go. I think I'm eventually going to have to go back there and stop making supercomputers and start making is this thing running? Oh, computers haven't arrived yet. Anyway, stop making supercomputers and start making radio-controlled I think they're just called radio control units. Okay, yeah. Oh, and while I'm thinking about this, I'm gonna get the one extra modular engine out of my random storage chest, and into the output of that manufacturer, because otherwise I'm gonna forget about it. I'm gonna say, wait a minute, I'm one short. I gotta make one more of these things. There. How much power does this stuff? Does this draw when the output multiplier is there? Yeah, it quadruples it, which is a lot, but I got a lot of power to spare. That wasn't always the case. So this thing's just going to keep on making. It's only got more of those. Looks like it's towards the end already. But then again, it isn't really. There's like 50 of these in the buffer there, so I shouldn't get too full of myself here. All right, let me check on the cables. How many of those do I have? I'd like to know how close I am to making automated wiring. Speaking of, wait a second. I just remembered I had 6 of them left over, but I don't have them stashed in my personal chest. And put away somewhere else. So these started about the same time. It would be fair enough to say that they have 1,600 cable a piece, at least. Actually, no, this one's got 3,200. 3,200 plus 1,600 is 4,800. I need 62,500. If I need 62,500. 16 times 8. 32 times 4. I think even 2 industrial containers may not be enough. I may have to start making automated wiring a little earlier than I planned to because of how much cable can be stored in industrial storage boxes. Automated wiring. Where am I? Oh, wait. There's so much of the frame factory. I didn't need to go there. I have to go to that one impromptu little setup I have at Steel Hill for making. Wait a second. Did I use that to make automated wiring? Maybe I can do that again. I do have a couple of Summers loops left. Yeah, there it is. There's an alternative automated speed wiring, but I'm not so sure about... Alright, what if... I've got Summers loops to spare here, too. So, tell you what... Let me see. I think stators are going to be how I'm going to... how many stators do I need for that much for 1,250 automated wiring? I only need 625 stators. I got 100 here. Oh, and then 88 there. So and this much cable. Maybe what I ought to do is turn this thing back on with the Summers loop activated. And let me see if it works this way. I mean, if it does, then I ought to take what automated wiring I have at the end of this and subtract it from what I need, which is 625. 625 is an odd number. Hold on. Yeah, they're coming out in pairs here. Alright, so I suppose I can get that done. Like, just for the sake of getting it done. So I've got all, well, I suppose you could say that I have all 4 project parts being made, plus a few extras. I'll tell you what else I ought to do. Just take some cables and resupply the oscillator factory and see how many oscillators I have. And how many radio-controlled units I can make out of them. Now, the oscillator factory is it's at the Quartz Caverns, but the setup of the Quartz Caverns was very experimental. I only had like I wasn't sure whether I was going to be using quartz, silica, or both. So I ended up making both. But it turns out I need quartz more than I need silica right now. And I don't really have a whole lot of room, so I don't have enough to connect the output of that box with the quartz in it directly to the oscillator factory. That would be a good idea, but it was Quartz Cavern. Things were very cramped in there. And I was thinking in that direction at the time. I do have another quartz node, but I suppose I could use that. It's a pure node too. And I can fine-tune the constructors so that it makes all crystal quartz, and I don't need to like split it into eighths and route it in a particular way. I don't know, it's worth considering anyway. So it seems I can make about 400 or so radio control units. Do I need that many? Well, I may need more. It's just impossible to tell. And there's these things. Pressure conversion cubes. I think I only need like 100 of them. One for each nuclear pasta. Oh, but those need radio controllers. This is probably why I need so many radio controllers. I'll need at least 200 of them for all the pressure conversion cubes. They're not exactly hard to make. They're just although since pressure conversion cubes are a project are I think only used for nuclear pasta, I might consider that a project part as well and use the Summers loops on it, on the assembler. I don't think I'm going to be using it for anything else, am I? How's this doing? Alright, what's 33 times 24? 35 times 24 is 70 times 12 is 840 seconds. Which isn't all that long. Well, 4 divided by 6 is... yeah, it's like, it's 14 minutes. Is that a lot? Kind of. But I suppose it can, it may not wait that long, but maybe wage an adventure in there. I stocked up on ammo because I'm flush with cash. So let me see if there's anything. I know there was a Mercer sphere somewhere in the vicinity of the nuclear plant. There's that thing, by the way. What did I do with the fuel for it? Is it? It can't just not be there, can it? Did I not grab all the uranium? Oh, wait a second. I think I know what I did there. First off, let me shut this off. Just for the sake of not having it on. Yeah, that's where I put the fuel rods. I just put them in here so that they'll be ready when I have to turn the nuclear plant on again. Yeah. It is in this direction. The problem is how far downhill I am right now. You just get up to there. Although maybe the way to do that is... Wait a second. maybe it's not at such a high altitude, but instead... Never clapped eyes on this place before. Gotta be careful. Ah! I was gonna say here be spiders, but... It's just in one of those little out-of-the-way places. Reach right across and grab it. There's so many mushrooms here. This thing could have led me on a real wild goose chase. Here, there, and everywhere for it, not finding it because it was in a hidden cave. Let me see if I have any room to deposit this stuff. Yeah, it looks like I do. Alright. Well, that wasn't too hard. It was hard to find. I was thinking of going up instead of looking for a hidden cave, but and that was pretty tricky. Now, it just occurred to me, 20,000 copper, powdered copper. I'm going to at least need an industrial storage. And I might need something for the nuclear, for the pressure, that cube thing. Check the recipe here. 100 a minute. Okay, that's a Mark II belt. Yeah, pressure conversion cube only needs a Mark I belt. So now I'm really prepared to start making those when I suppose when I'm finished making everything else. I mean, I think automated wiring and smart plating are the only things that you can make in a... Oh, and versatile frameworks are the only things that you can make in an assembler. Everything else you need a manufacturer. Okay, that's better. Let me see if I can make my way up here. Oh, it's on there. Okay. Let me see if I can find the next one. There's a spider hanging around over there. And if so, is it a particularly big spider? Okay, well, I'm in a relatively safe place. Really gotta swap out my chainsaw. I never chainsaw things during an adventure. There doesn't seem to be anything under those rocks. So you're wondering why they're there. Maybe they would block access to this area. Alright, well, I'm going to have to work smarter rather than harder here, and this place is awfully high. exhausted all my supplies of plates there, but alright, let's get out of here before the cliff hogs mob me. Or should I say shoot me? Hold on a second. There's another one of those power slugs over there. Wait, is that a power slug? I can't really tell. I need all this stuff back. I'm gonna build my way up again. Oh boy.